Have you ever had issues in calculating the numbers of bags of cement and the quantity of sand and aggregate that will be used for a whole complete building project? If you have ever had that kind of challenges before to calculate or to determine the numbers of bags of cement and the quantity of sand and the quantity of chippings or aggregate that will be used for a complete building project, then I would say that with the help of this software called Quantity Calculator, which is created by Ekidel, you will be able to calculate the total numbers of bags of cement, the quantity of sand, and the quantity of aggregate for any kind of concrete project or any kind of reinforced concrete project, either building or drainage or road. You will be able to calculate the quantity of sand, quantity of bags of cement, and quantity of chipping using this quantity calculator in less than 1 minute. Okay, so right now, this software is called Quantity Calculator, and this is the first version, and it is being created by Ekidel company. Now, this quantity calculator helps you to calculate the quantity of bags of cement and the quantity of sand required and the quantity of aggregate required to complete your full building project. So if maybe you have a client and the client tells you, oh, okay, now that you have given me this building plan, how many bags of cement and how many quantity of sand and how many quantity of chippings, or let me say aggregate, will be enough to complete this building project. And you see that that gives you a lot of tough time because you have to now start calculating and measuring, calculating, and that can take you up to 2 weeks or 1 week to now calculate and get all these quantities. But with the help of this quantity calculator, you can be able to get that value, the quantity of bags, the quantity of cement in bags, and the quantity of sand and the quantity of aggregate or chipping in less than 1 minute. All you have to do is to first of all impute your mix ratio. Now, looking at this software right now, it looks very simple, but it gives you very accurate estimation for your quantity of bags of cement for the entire building project or for the entire civil engineering project, and a quantity of sand required to be used for the entire building project, and also for aggregate also using your mix ratio and your measurements. And also it also gives you chance to impute your waste factors. Now let me begin to explain how this software is being used right now. Now once you get this software called quantity calculator, as you can see it here, all you have to do is to first of all you have to read your instructions. As you can see there, it say enter values in blue fields only. So you are meant to enter values only in this area where you have blue text color, as you can see only, and automatically it will gives you your bags of cement required, it will gives you your quantity of sand required for the entire project, and to gives you your quantity of aggregate required for the entire project. Now, right now, we will use a live example to explain, to use, and then explain this software right now. Okay, but before then, I will say that all you have to do is first of all understand this software. Now, this is called input sheet. As you can see there, input sheet, and you have output sheet. So this software is of two sections. The first section is called input, as you can see it here, input sheet. And the next section is to give you your output values, as you can see it here. Now, on this input sheet right now, what you are first meant to do is to enter mix, as you can see it here, enter mix ratio. The mix ratio will have to be we have to be determined by you. We have a lot of mixed ratio. We have mixed ratio 1:2:4. We have mixed ratio 1:3:6. So any mixed ratio that you want to use, you have to input it there. But the common mixed ratio for all reinforced concrete projects and for all civil engineering projects is 1:2:4. Okay, so that's why we are using this mixed ratio as an example for this for to explain this software and how this software is very powerful. Okay, so right now again, you have to now enter. You can see there enter dimensions. You have only length, the width, and the height. or the depth to enter. Now you will now have to enter your waste factor. Now I will explain more for this waste factor because I know that most of you doesn't know what they call a waste factor. To now explain this project, to now explain this software right now for you, we will have to use a live example of the project that we have already designed here in Ekidel using Protastructure or using AutoCAD. Now, I'll go right now to this place right now and then import one of our structural drawing which we have performed the structural detailing already. So I'll just go here right now and import one of my column base. Let's use column base for this example. So I'll import this column base right now, which I did a screenshot for this right now. So we will have to know the quantity of bags of cement and also the quantity of sand and also the quantity of aggregate or chipping that will be used to cast this foundation base. Okay, so right now, let's just copy this right now. Copy this right now and go over to this place where we have our software right now and then paste it here. Now, this software is already programmed to be locked. So if I paste this here right now, okay, if you can see that right now. So if I paste this here right now, the first thing to do right now is to first impute your mix ratio. This mix ratio is to be determined by you, which is the engineer or the structural engineer or civil engineer. Like I said before, we have a lot of mix ratio, but the most common mix ratio of that is common in the body of civil and structural engineering is 1:2:4. For that is for building projects. Okay, so right now I'll just impute my mix ratio right now. I'll put here 2:4. But if in the case your mix ratio is 1:3:6, which is for a weak concrete, you can just impute your mix ratio here, as you can see there. So, but in this case of our example, we want to use 1:2:4 as our mix ratio between cement, sand, and aggregate. Like I can see the instruction here, enter values in blue feed. Okay, so right now, the next thing, once you have inputted all your mix ratio right now, you can see that it will show you here mix ratio entered. Now, if mistakenly you made an error and you didn't input any mix ratio here, let me say here was empty, you can see that it will show you here false. Here will be showed false, telling you that you have not entered your mix ratio. You can see they are false. So once the mix ratio here is correct, it will show you here mix ratio entered. So if you go here right now and enter 1:2:4, you can and then click outside, you can see that it will show you that mix ratio entered. Okay, that's how smart this software is. Okay, so right now, next to do right now is now enter dimensions. Like I said before here at the instruction here, say enter values in blue feet only. So you're meant to enter values in anywhere you see blue feet. You can see it here. So right now we are done with our mix ratio. We'll now go and enter our dimensions right now. So right now on this dimension right now, we have to now go and use your structural drawing right now to now measure your dimensions. In this case right now, you can see that we have length and width. In this case right now, the length of this place, as you can see it here, if you can see very well, the length of this place right now, let me just zoom this out right now. The length of this, right, you can see it there, is 1,650. You can see it there. So this is a square footing of 1,650 millimeter by 1.6 by 1.6, as you can see there. So this is 1.65 by 1.6 meters, you can see there. So right now we have to now go and insert that parameter right now. So we go right now to insert that just now. So we go here right now under this place, enter length. The length of this place is 1.65. So you enter the length of that particular structural element, which is 1.65 in this place footing. Now, we have to now go again and enter the width, which is in this case 1.6. So you have to now enter 1.6. This should be done in meters and see there in meters. Then we now enter the depth of this footing right now. So in this case right now, the depth of this footing, as you can see it here, the depth of this footing right now, as you can see it here, is 200. I can see it here, 200 millimeters. As you can see it here. So if we now convert that one now to meter, that gives us what? That gives us 0.2 meters. So I have to now go and put here 0.2 meters, as you can see it here. Okay, so right now we have entered um our length, our width, and also our depth of this footing, as you can see it here. So right now we want to know the the quantity of sand that will be required for this footing and also for this procedure. So right now, again, once you have entered here right now, we now have to now go and impute our waste factor. Now, let me show you how beautiful this software is right now. The software knows that as long as you are performing a building project or a civil engineering construction, there is tendency for you to waste concrete because where you have to mix your concrete before you be able to carry that concrete if you're using a hand mix to carry it to the place where you're casting that particular building or that particular project. Most of the concrete must have fall out from the head pan or from the wheelbarrow, and and that also causes waste. So if you are a good civil engineer or structural engineer and you don't put those waste factor into consideration, and you give your client the bags of cement required, you will see that by the end of before you finish that project, you will be lacking materials because you did not impute or put those waste factor into consideration. So this software gives you the leverage or the chance to impute your waste factor. Now let me show you with a pictorial view what waste factor simply means right now. So I will now have to go and import another image here for waste factor. So I'll go here right now and import an image here to just show you a waste factor and what that means. So I'll go to Ekidel folder which we have right now, and then go to quantity calculator right here, and then I will just import this right now into this place right now. Okay, so right now you can see this is sample right now. So let me assume that they are mixing this concrete at this place, as you can see it here, this place right now. And this is the place where they are casting this building. Now, if they mix this concrete at this place where these people are right now, before that laborer will carry that mixed concrete from this place right now to this place where they're casting this civil engineering building right now, you will see that most of the concrete must have fallen out from the headpan or fall out from the wheelbarrow down on the floor, and that is waste. That is called wasting of concrete. Now, before they will be able to finish up this casting of this project right now, you can see that you have wasted most of that concrete. Now, if you are far away here, missing your concrete, before you're able to carry to this place, right, you can see that many of them must have wasted. And even if you are just close to this place right now to miss your to like miss your cement, you will see that once you finish mixing your concrete here and then begin to transfer it here, it will also waste um, some of the concrete, but because of the distance here is closer, you won't waste more compared to when you're mixing here. So this software right now gives you the leverage to be able to explain yourself where they will be mixing your concrete if it is far or closer. Now, because you are trying to give an estimate to your clients, you have not yet started mixing your concrete. So this software right now gives you an instruction, as you can see there. Once you hover your mouse button on this place, it will show you there, enter the value of concrete waste factor starting from the value of 0.5 to 1.4. Now, we have done an experiment for over the years, and we have seen that the maximum waste factor or concrete that anyone can waste is around 1.3 to 1.4 waste factor. So right now, that's why we gave you an instruction to use 0.5 to 1.4. Now, if you think that they will be able to waste more, let me say you are you are missing your concrete 1 kilometer far away from where you are casting, which is not at all civil engineering or structural engineering wise, or let me say construction wise to do that, then you have to impute your own value for waste factor here. Now, if you impute more waste factor value here, you are you it will make it will make this software to now increase the quantity of sand, bags of cement, and aggregate, because you are saying that you as a civil engineer you are going to waste more, and it is always good to be economical. So you have to mix your concrete just close by or closer to the place where you are trying to build that particular project. So right now, in this case, we are going to pick this place right now. So since this place, if we mix our concrete on this place right now, you can see that it is very close to where we are performing our construction project, as you can see it here. So right now, when any laborer lifts up the concrete from the head pan or from the wheelbarrow from this place to this place, you can see that it will not take him up to 1 minute to be able to reach this place. So it is there's a tendency that we will not waste much on concrete. So in this case right now, since the place where they are mixing the concrete is very close to the place where I'm casting right now, what I'll do right now, I'll now impute my waste factor to be 1.1 because it is just very close by. It is not far away. It's not like it is in this place. It is just close by where we are forming our concrete mixture. So right now, we will not be able to waste much concrete before we will now come and pour the concrete here. But if you're mixing it very far away, I will say advise that you should put a maximum value of 1.4. But in this case, we are using 1.1 because I have just explained to you that we are mixing it very close. So once I input this value now, our waste factor as 1.4 right now and click at this place, good, enter, automatically you can now see we are done with our input value. Now you can now see your output value right now. You can see your output value that what you need for this place is 2.4 bags of cement, which simply means 2.5 bags of cement is needed to cast this footing base of size 1.65 and 1.6 by the depth of 200. Now, if you know how to calculate this manually, I'll say you should do your manual calculation and compare with this software and see that what you get is an exact value using the waste factor of this. Now, this software also gives you a quantity of sand in cubic meter. You can see it there, cubic meter, which is giving us 0.17 sand, quantity of sand. I can see it here. And also for aggregate, which is most times used called chippings. It also gives you a quantity of chippings. You can see it here also, which is gives us 0.33 cubic meter. So automatically right now you just tell your clients that instead of telling him that we need to buy 2.5 bags of cement, you can just say three because it is very hard to buy 2.5 bags. So you just tell him approximately 3 bags. So you can say, oh sir, we need to buy 3 bags of cement, and we need a sand of volume of 0.17 and a volume of 0.33 sand aggregate white is sand. So you can now see that this gives you so now that I have explained to you right now what this means right now, you can see that. So let us assume right now, let me now remove this right now and then assume and also take this off right now because I've already explained to you and tell you how fast this software is right now. Now, this software can work directly with your phone, mobile phone, because you must not be with your laptop at every time. Your client can meet you right at a hotel or bar and he tells you, okay, what is the quantity of the sand and quantity of cement that we needed for that particular building plan that you gave to me. Automatically, you just open your phone immediately and then open this Excel powerful program right now, which is developed by Ekidel, and then begin just impute your mix ratio, which I told you 1:2:4. That is the normal mix ratio that is normal for most of engineering projects and structural design projects. And then once you impute your mix ratio 1:3:4, or if you're using any kind of mix ratio 1:1.5:2 or is to 3, you impute your mix ratio also. Then next note right now is now enter the dimension. Let me assume that right now that what you're trying to cast right now is slab. Let me say he asks you what is the quantity of concrete that will be enough for that slab. So if this maybe is your slab right now, so right now all you need to do right now is to now know your length of the slab of the building and also the length of the and also the width of the building. Let me say right now, let me import a live project again right now. Let me say if I import a live project, let me say the client asks us right now what is the quantity of sand, bags of cement, and also chipping or aggregate that will be used to cast that building project, which is a slab. I would say that let me take this right now. Let me take a slab sample, which I have here. Okay, I use right now. So if I use this right now, let me say, okay, this is a slab detailing right. I see it here. So you if you already know or have this plan or have the plan which the client is saying about as a PDF on your phone, you will just know that okay, the length of the building is in this case, let me say 36 meters. So I'll just put here length of the building 36 meters, and then the width of the building is 25 meters or 15 meters. So if I put here right now 25 meters right now, and then right now the depth of slab, which we all know that the minimum depth of slab is 150 for a residential building. So I'll just put here right now 0.15, which is in meters. Then right now, my waste factor, since if I am the engineer to design to construct this building, since I already explained to you what this waste factor simply means, so I'll say, okay, once I'm performing my concrete mix or mixture, I'll mix the concrete very close to the where I'm trying to build this structure. So right now, I will impute my waste factor to be 1.2. Reading this note, as you can see, the enter the value of concrete waste factor starting from 0.5 to 1.4. Now, if you think that you'll not be able to waste concrete because, let me say, you are trying to cast you're trying to mix that concrete directly at that very point. So I would advise you just put 0.5, which means that you are saying that you will not waste much concrete. But if you think that it will be at least 1 meter away or 2 meter away from the place where you're trying to cast that particular project, I'll say you should put 1.2 to 1.1. So I'll put 1.2 right now in this case, and I'll click on this place on this, or I'll just click outside, and automatically right now it gives you that all what you need to cast this 36 meter by 25 meter by 0.15 depth of slab is 661 bags of cement. You can see how powerful it is. Now, without this software, you see that it will take you time to be able to factor out these bags of cement to be able to not tell your client, okay, clients, we need 661 bags of cement or 662, approximately 662 bags of cement to cast this that your building slab. That's okay. What about the quantity of sand? He says, sir, you need the quantity of sand of about 47 cubic meter. You can see here 46. I will advise you always approximate so that you don't run to loss, because if the client gives you money and then they now come and say, okay, sir, that quantity is not okay. It is not nice. Let me say it doesn't show that you are professional in what you're doing. So it's always good to approximate, to add at least extra one in case it is not okay, or the quantity is not. So in this case right now we have 46. I'll say she used 47. So also you ask again, then what about the chipping? That is the aggregate. You say, sir, we need at least 93, or you say, sir, we need 93 um, um, volume of aggregate, because this software measures sand and aggregate in volume, which is called cubic meter. So it sees out this is what we need, and automatically he will now ask you what is the price. Then from there you will now go and make your market survey of what is the price of 1 cubic meter of sand and 1 cubic meter of aggregate, and the price of one bag of cement. Then automatically you just multiply that price by the values which you have here, and automatically that gives you perfectly what you need. So you can now see how perfect this software is right now. So right now I'll say that if you have not subscribed to my channel Ekidel, please click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss this privilege, because Ekidel have sacrificed their life to train civil and structural engineers to be very good in their career. And also, to get this software, I'll say you should click on the link down below. This software is not free because it took us many months to develop this software, and we have tested this software in a lot of our projects, both in Lagos, both in Kigali, both in Ghana, Accra, and both in Lagos and other parts of the countries, and also most part of the world. Okay, so right now I'll say if you need this software, I'll say you should click on the link down below and download this software. This software goes for just $10, and in the nearest time we will have to increase this software in price, but for now it is just $10, and this is the version 1, which in the next 3 months we will have to now add reinforcement, because this software can be able to also calculate the reinforcement for you, but we are trying to do add up an update for that in the nearest future. But for now, this is just to gives you the quantity of bags of cement and the quantity of sand and the quantity of aggregate which is required for you for the entire project. So with the help of this software called quantity calculator, you can be able to immediately, within less than 1 minute, calculate the quantity of bags of cement, the quantity of cement in bags, and the quantity of sand in which is measured in cubic meter, and the quantity of aggregate which is measured also in volume. So this is how this software is very powerful. Okay, so right now I would say that if you have any comments about this software, or you think that what we have done is not correct, if you have done your own calculation, I would say you should drop the link down below. But I would say that this software is 100% accurate once you use your waste factor. And if at all you don't have idea about waste factor, I would say you should use at least a default waste factor of 1.25. That will save you a lot. Okay, so right now I can see that how this software has helped us to calculate the numbers of the numbers of cement which is in bags, and also the quantity of sand which is in volume, and also the quantity of aggregate which is also measured in volume, right here in less than how many minutes. Okay, so right now, thank you so much for being a part of this video, for watching to this very end. And also I would say you should please share this video to your friends. If you're working, share with your colleagues, and if you're a student, share with your friends, so they will also know and get the privilege of what Ekidel is doing right here on YouTube platform. Okay, so right now I would say we are also available on Instagram at Ekidel. We are also available at LinkedIn at Ekidel. We are also available at Twitter at Ekidel, and also at Facebook at Ekidel. In all the platforms, it is still Ekidel. So I would say you should follow us on all our platforms, so you don't miss any updates that we will be performing or showing you guys. Okay, and also if you have not also, please subscribe to my channel Ekidel. I'll say you should please click on the subscribe button. Help us to grow by recommending our channel and also our video to your friends, so they can be able to also use this privilege to know also how to design, detail, and also design and detail, and estimate the quantities of all civil engineering elements, and also structural engineering elements. Okay, so we have come to the end of today's lesson, and you can see what I have showed you guys, and we have come to the end of today. Thank you for being with me to the end of this lecture. And also, I hear all my friends in Uganda, I hear all my friends in Rwanda, I hear all my friends from India, and also from Kenya, and also from Tanzania, and also from Congo, and I hear all my friends from Jamaica. And I love you guys, and God bless you, and most especially my friends from Nigeria. I hear you guys. You guys are so superb. Okay, so thank you, and then God bless you.